This week on Video Rental Chaos, we're going back to the late 1980s. Back when the hair was big and the music was loud, and when Freddy finally became too famous to be scary. Welcome to A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master, where dogs piss fire, and your dream powers won't save you from a roach motel. So grab your Hypnocil, tuck in tight, and pray that you're not next, cause Freddy's got jokes, and you're the punchline. Welcome to Video Rental Chaos! Tonight, we're diving into A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master. AKA, the one where Freddy Krueger officially became a stand-up comedian with a body count. This movie was released in the year 1988. It was directed by Renny Harlin, who somehow went from Finnish horror flicks to babysitting Freddy Krueger before heading off to do Die Hard 2. This is the sequel where Freddy Krueger goes full MTV. We're talking bigger kills, more one-liners, and the dream sequences cranked up like a metal music video on crack cocaine. It's also the film that made the most money out of the entire series up to that point, proving America in the late 1980s really loved wisecracking slashers. So go ahead and press play, and let's go ahead and watch A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master. So this movie kicks off about a year after Dream Warriors. Kristen, Kincaid, and Joey are out of Weston Hills and trying to live normal-ass teenage lives again. But of course, Freddy Krueger's shadow is still hanging over everything. Kirsten starts having those dreams again and ends up back in Freddy's creepy-ass boiler room. She panics and pulls Joey and Kincaid into the dream with her, thinking the bastard's back. They're not thrilled about it and pretty much tell her she needs to let go. Freddy's fucking toast. The next day, Kristen hangs with her boyfriend Rick and Rick's little sister Alice, who's quiet and dreamy. Their friend Sheila, who's super smart but deals with asthma, and Debbie, the tough chick who's totally grossed out by bugs. Kristen's become one of the popular kids, but Joey and Kincaid still seen as weirdos at the school. They confront her for dragging them back into that Freddy crap and tell her to move on. Then, shit gets real. Kincaid crashes out that night and ends up in a massive junkyard. That's where Freddy gets brought back by a damn demon dog taking a fire piss. Yeah, the dog pees fire. Freddy's back. Deal with it, motherfuckers. Kincaid gives it his best shot, but can't get Kirsten's help, and Freddy takes him out. Joey stays up late jamming to music and watching TV, but eventually dozes off. He ends up dreaming about a hot chick swimming in his waterbed. Classic Joey. But it turns out it's Freddy Krueger in disguise, who pulls him into the bed and murders him in one of the wildest kills in the franchise history. Kirsten's devastated. She knows Freddy's back and wants to finish what he started with the Elm Street brats. At dinner that night, her mom slips sleeping pills into her food so she finally gets some rest. Kristen tries to fight it but eventually crashes. Freddy taunts her into dragging someone else into the dream world so he can keep the killing spree going. Unfortunately, she pulls Alice and Freddy tosses Kirsten into the boiler and burns her alive, but not before she passes her dream power over to Alice. Rick and Alice show up too late. Kristen's room is on fire and she is gone. From there, Alice starts pulling other people into her dream without meaning to. She brings in Sheila during class, and Freddy kills her by sucking the air out of her lungs, making it look like it was an asthma attack. Rick finally believes Alice, but before they can figure out what to do, he has a dream where Freddy kills him inside a dojo. Sayonara, Rick-san. Every time one of her friends dies, Alice starts changing. She takes on their traits and abilities. It's like she's leveling up through tragedy. Next up is Debbie. Freddy turns her into a human cockroach and crushes her inside a roach motel. One of the gnarliest kills in the series, hands down. Alice gets caught in a weird dream time loop with her crush Dan. She tries to save Debbie by ramming Freddy with a car, but crashes into a tree in real life. Don't dream and drive! Dan ends up in surgery, and Alice ends up going into the dream world to find Dan and to fight Freddy one last time. Unfortunately, Dan starts hemorrhaging and they have to bring him out of surgery. So this leaves Alice one-on-one with Freddy Krueger. They go back and forth. It's like an old kung fu movie. Things are looking bad, but then she remembers this old nursery rhyme, The Dream Master, which says the way to defeat evil is to show it its reflection. So Alice holds up a mirror, makes Freddy face himself, and the souls of all his victims start crawling their way out. Freddy gets torn apart from the inside, and their souls are freed. Thank you, Alice. Cue to a few months later, Alice and Dan are out on a date. He tosses a coin into a fountain, and for a second, she sees Freddy's reflection in the water, but she just brushes it off. A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master. We've been doing video rental chaos for nearly 4 years now, and this right here is a total bucket list episode, okay? If you've been watching the show for a while, then you already know. A Nightmare on Elm Street holds a special place in my heart. This one in particular. It was a total childhood staple for me and my sister. I vividly remember being like 9 years old watching it together in our room. That beach scene, especially where Freddy's glove comes out of the sand like a shark fin, and he just pops up out of nowhere. That is fucking burned into my brain. Good fucking times. Let's break it down, okay? I hear two camps on this movie. Some people absolutely love it, call it the high point of the series. Others, they say this is when Freddy stopped being scary and became the wisecracking MTV generation icon. The way Freddy Krueger is brought back into this film is fucking awesome. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Freddy Krueger being resurrected by dog piss as it summons his demon soul back from hell? That's fucking classic Americana, ladies and gentlemen. I don't give a shit, dude. It fucking rules. And you can totally tell that the budget got a serious bump here, okay? This thing looks slick compared to the grittier indie vibe of part 1 through 3. Those first few Elm Street movies had that raw, low-budget charm. But Dream Master feels like Hollywood took the fucking reins. Yeah, it sucks that Patricia Arquette didn't come back, and Tuesday Night had to step in as Kirsten, but honestly, I think she does a pretty solid job. And Tuesday Night's opening track, Running from This Nightmare, total fucking banger, okay? The characters in this movie are fun and well developed in my opinion. The pacing doesn't lag, and the kills, absolute fire. The effects still hold up to this day, and Freddy's makeup in this one is top tier. Now, I'm seriously hyped about the Nightmare on Elm Street 4K news, of course, right? We all are. That shit vanished off Amazon so fast, but I'm hoping they're bringing it back, because Dream Master in 4K, yeah, I fucking need that. A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master, totally holds up almost 40 years later to the day. It brought Freddy to the fucking mainstream, and it still hits hard. So if it's been a while since you watched this movie, totally throw it on tonight. So the next time you're dreaming and you hear 1-2 Freddy's coming for you, you might want to find a cocaine dealer, okay? Because you're probably going to want to stay up for the next, well, couple weeks. And until then, I'll see you at the video store.
What is it tonight? Please tell me what the hell is wrong. Do you wanna eat? Do you wanna sleep? Do you wanna drown? Settle down, settle down, settle down. I'll give you candy, give you diamonds, give you pills, give you anything you want. $100 bills. I'll even let you watch a show you wanna see. Just marry me.